This is my Elizabeth doll, my second Elizabeth doll. I wanted a perfect one, and so here she is, an absolutely perfect Elizabeth doll. Hello, my cherished doll friends. Welcome back to another episode of Doll Collecting Over 60. My name is Cheryl, and this is my doll collecting channel, Cherished Doll Friends. Welcome. So today I wanted to talk to you about a topic that popped into my head. I was inspired by someone that I saw in a video. I'll mention that later, how the inspiration came. But we're going to call this video today Expanding Our Collections Without Owning or Buying New Dolls. How can we have all the dolls? So I'm going to explain how I think we can have all the dolls. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to show you some dolls from my doll collection that you may not see very often, because usually when we're showing our dolls, we're changing them into different outfits. Last time I showed mine in my last video was to show them in their jammies for Jammies January. So I had them all changed into their pajamas, and that was just one small part of my collection. And so I do have a portion of my collection that I prefer not to change their clothes. And so they don't get shown as much because they're always looking the same and I don't change them. So I thought that I would give them their moment in the spotlight today while we talk about this topic. And some of it will be voiceover because I had lots of notes here and I was having trouble keeping myself organized. So I'll show the dolls, we'll talk a little bit, and there'll be some voiceover, and I hope you don't mind that. So I'm going to start showing you some dolls, and who should I start with? I just don't know. Let's see. Well, I've got one girl right here. We're mainly going to be doing American Girl dolls. I do collect many types of dolls, but today I just felt like doing my 18-inch dolls, and this one here is not an American Girl doll. This is a Maple Leaf doll. So we'll start with her just because she's right here, and she's a doll that I really love. She's a favorite, and this is Charlesie from Maple Leaf. She's the Canadian Girl Company up here in Canada, and she is the character from British Columbia, and she lives on Salt Spring Island. And the reason I don't like to change this doll is because I just love this outfit on her. I got her on sale and she didn't come with her, I guess, starter outfit is what they call it with Maple Leaf, and she didn't have hers. So when I saw this little outfit here, and I'm sorry I don't remember the name of it, and I don't think it's available any longer either, but it features her pets, her 2 sheep and her goat, Kamloops and the Empress. And they're right on the sweater, which I think is absolutely adorable. And this little denim skirt with this rickrack on the bottom, and these cute little tights and these little Birkenstock sandals. So I decided that this was going to be her meet outfit because she didn't come in hers, and I just think this is so much her personality, and it's just an adorable little outfit, and I love it so much. So I have not changed her since I put her in this, and I don't plan to. So that is doll number 1. How can we expand our collections without owning or buying new dolls? How can we do that? By watching and supporting other doll creators in our community. Easy, right? Someone mentioned in a video recently that I was watching, her channel is called Connie BK, and I'll link it below. And her one comment that inspired this video was, she said, "It is easy to feel ourselves comparing our collections with others." And I think that's true. I think we all have that a little bit when we see people collecting. We see their videos and what they've purchased recently and their collections. So the next doll that I don't like to change, I have changed her in the past, but I've always changed her back, and I really don't like to change her out of her meet outfit. And this is my American Girl doll, Nelly. And I just think she's so cute. I have actually shown her quite a bit on my channel because she is one of my very favorite dolls. I bought her from Facebook Marketplace from a girl. It was her childhood doll. And as you can see, she kept her in really beautiful condition. She's got really pretty hair. I don't have her blue bow, but here, let's give her hair a little brush here. Wow, look at that shine. She is gorgeous. I love this Nelly. I think she's just so sweet. And yeah, I was happy to find her hat actually at a later time. She didn't come with the hat, but I was happy to find that, and her accessory, her little purse. Can't you just eat her up? She's just so adorable. So there's my Nelly. It's easy to have the FOMO, and it's easy to imagine having some of those dolls, but for whatever reason, we haven't been able to find them or we can't afford them. And that's why I love our doll community so much. It feels like we are expanding our collections without having to own everything. Our videos give a little bit of the experience of the dolls that we don't have. So if you're watching a video of someone opening up a doll or changing a doll that you don't have, you can almost be there in the moment with them when they're doing that. Okay, so there is Nelly. So this next doll, I kind of consider my current mini-me, even though maybe not so much with the hair color, but more when I was her age, like in the 80s. So I guess you can guess that it's Courtney we're going to show. Courtney is wearing most of Yvette's meat outfit, but I've added a couple of things. These are Courtney's shoes, and then I can't remember whose glasses those are. I think those are Yvette's glasses too. But this kind of looks like my style. When I was younger, I would have dressed like this, a cute little dress and a jean jacket and a little like brown leather bag like this. Probably wore these kind of boots in the 80s too. And definitely my hair was similar to this, some kind of long and curly with some side bangs. And so yeah, this is kind of my mini-me. I just love the way she came together with Yvette's outfit. So sorry, Yvette, I'm gonna have to find something else for her. So Yvette is one that I don't mind changing into other outfits, so she won't be in this video today. But she's not wearing her meat outfit anymore because Courtney has it. So I'll let you take a closer look. Our videos give a little bit of that experience of the dolls we don't have. In fact, I like to watch and create videos that make you feel like you are right there, opening the doll and touching the doll by describing and showing details, showing up-close views, even the sounds of the packaging being removed, although that bothers a few people. I like to add a little bit anyway, and it can help us immerse in the experience as if we are there. Another reason I make these types of videos is to enjoy my doll collection later in life, or when I don't have a certain doll in my collection anymore. For example, my Ivy doll, I sold Ivy to my friend Adam. He's my doll collecting friend, and I do have videos of he and I together on my channel. So we traded actually. I went to his house, we had a great day with our dolls, and I went there with the intention of maybe purchasing one of his dolls. Okay, so the next one I have is Claudie. Look at Claudie. Oh my goodness. She's wearing Tiana's work dress outfit, and I don't want to take her out of it. I love this because it matches the colors of Claudie's original meat outfit, which had that light green sweater and the light green bow. So it is her aesthetic, I think. And I think she comes out around the same time era as Miss Tiana. So I just think she suits this so well. She's wearing her little locket. She's a Claudie doll. I just love her so much. She's so beautiful. Let's take her hat off. I haven't taken her hair down yet. I think I'm going to soon, but I just haven't because I like to keep my dolls as perfectly new as possible, and she is just so pristine the way she is. I bought her brand new, and I just love my Claudie. And I knew that the one I wanted I probably wouldn't be able to afford, so I brought Ivy along with me as a trading partner. And I didn't really intend to trade her or give her up, but out of all the dolls that I had at the time, she was one that I might have considered giving up because I wasn't really bonding with her. So in that video and at his house, I did end up trading my Ivy doll for an original older Molly doll. I do have a Molly in my collection already, American Girl doll Molly, but I wanted an older version, like a Pleasant Company one from the earlier 90s. And I don't know exactly which era this one is from, but she's really cute. She's got that older squishy face, and for some reason at the time that was what I was looking for. I do regret it a little bit now though, because I have 2 Mollys and I don't have Ivy. Okay, who shall I show you next? Let's see, who do I have around me? Oh, I have a few in boxes here too. Maybe I'll start with the ones that aren't in boxes and then we'll go to the boxes. So back here we've got a few things hidden. Here's my Kirsten. I love this Kirsten. Look at her, she's so perfect. I bought her from eBay and she didn't have all of her costume. I had to piece it together, but she's got everything complete now. And I don't know if those are her original underwear though. They might be somebody else's. And look at this little necklace. This came from Joe at AGTV for Life, and it has a little flower in resin that is like one of the flowers from the dress. Isn't that darling? Oh, I have to show you the trunk again too. Let me just run and get the trunk. And so Joe at AGTV for Life sent me this necklace and also this little miniature Kirsten trunk that she made. And it's so cute. I did show it on the opening video when I first got it. It's a tiny wee little replica of the Kirsten trunk. Isn't it adorable? I can't remember what I have in here. Oh, and there's a couple of little bracelets in there. And look, she's even put the print of the dress inside the trunk. She did such a nice job. I just love this little accessory for my Kirsten. So look at her, what a cutie. I just like to keep her like this. I do have my white-bodied Kirsten, and she's an older doll, and I don't mind changing her because she's really not in the greatest condition, even though she is cute. But this one, I think, is just so beautiful and kind of perfect the way she is. She almost looks like she's fresh out of box to me. So I like to keep her like this, and I don't like to change her. And Ivy was kind of the last doll to add to my American Girls historical collection. I don't have the Hoffman twins, but other than that, I have the whole historical collection. So in a way, I do regret selling or trading her with Adam. I think he might still have her, but I got her for such a stinking good deal, you guys. When I purchased Ivy the first time, I bought her for $60. I know, isn't that insane? And that's why I'm kind of kicking myself now. And I knew I would feel this way, but I did it and it's too late now. But so my next doll that I don't like to change, and I'm not really quite sure why, is Emily. This is Molly's best friend. And she is so pretty. She was a secondhand doll as well. Her hair tends to get a bit flyaway, but it is pretty and shiny, as you can see. And she's got her meat outfit on, including her socks and her shoes and her headband. I am missing, I think she has some kind of a dog tag necklace, and I'm missing her little sweater that goes over top. But if I ever find that, I will add this to her outfit and keep her like this, because I just think she looks really cute and original, and for some reason I just like to keep her like this. So there's my Emily. My point was, I can now go back at my pictures and my videos of changing Ivy into different outfits and showing her in my All My Dolls videos, and I can see her and still experience her, and it feels like she's still with me, actually. It's kind of strange how pictures and video do that. That is one of the main reasons I have my channel, actually, is to have a legacy that I can watch later on when I'm really, really old, and that maybe some of my family and friends might finally watch once I'm gone, even though they're not that interested now, but isn't that funny? So anyway, Ivy was just an example of how You can experience a doll that you don't actually have or own by watching pictures and videos of the doll. So it might not be your own doll, it might be what someone else has in their collection. Oh, and I also forgot to point out she's wearing a really cute little necklace here that someone made with beads and a little apple. It almost looks like a cherry to match her dress, but it's an apple. Okay, I'm getting quite a lineup over here. I might have to do a video of them all at the end to show you. Okay, who's next? I have one more that's not in the box, and then we'll go to the boxed dolls. This is a favorite of mine. You probably have seen her before. And this is my Blair doll, Girl of the Year. I don't collect Girl of the Years, but I've made her into a character. I have used her as Anne of Green Gables before, but since I made Dorothy out of her, I can't bear to change her. I just think she's so adorable like this. She looks like little Dorothy from Wizard of Oz, and that's one of my favorite themes, and I'm getting a bit of a Dorothy collection actually. Dorothy and Glinda are the two characters I want to collect more of. So that is my adorable little Dorothy out of my Blair doll. I really love her. She was a doll that I found at a thrift store, and she was under $5. I think she was $4.99, and she actually has, I think she has some highlighter pen on her arm somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, now I'm not sure. Maybe it wasn't this doll. Maybe it's on her leg. I don't know. She's not perfect, but she's in pretty good shape. I had to really clean her up and wash her hair, and she had like pink chalk paint in her hair or something, and I had to really wash her hair well and get that all out, and she turned out beautiful. I absolutely love her. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz, because of all the wonderful things he does. Do. Sorry about my singing. All right, there's my Blair. You're so cute. Okay, so let's open some boxes. All right, I have my little Ariel doll here. And she's in the box. I did have to put a lot of my dolls away, as I've said in a few videos. We had some renovations going on. We got new baseboard heaters. Finally, that's done, and I actually have heat, so I'm really happy about that. And so I had a lot of the dolls put away, and the ones that had boxes, I had them put in their boxes and up in the cupboard. So it was wonderful today to be able to take some more of them out. And here is my beautiful Ariel. And I have changed her once. She was dressed in a ILY inspired Ariel outfit. And I have that somewhere in a box, but it's an Illy Forever outfit that fit her, and it was Ariel themed, so I thought it looked really cute on her. It had little heart-shaped glasses and a little purple top, and it really looked like it matched her well, but I did put her back into her original costume, which I like best. I like Ariel as a mermaid, as a fantasy character. She is so stunningly beautiful, all put together like this, and I just don't really want to change her again. I just love my Ariel with her beautiful bright red cartoony hair, and she's just gorgeous. I love this outfit. It looks like she's swimming in the ocean, and yeah, she is. I need to display her more. I need another shelving unit, like one of those Billy bookcases, so that I can display my dolls a little bit better, because I feel like I always have to bring them out and set them against something on a table or against a wall or hold them up like this, because I don't have a good place to display them all together. So I hope you don't mind that I'm just showing you this way. I love watching everybody's collections and their dolls, and because a lot of the dolls that they're collecting are the same type as what I'm collecting, like for example American Girl, all the 18-inch dolls, Maple Lee, and the Robert Tawner dolls that I love to collect so much, I know how they look up close and how they feel in the hand. So even if I don't have a particular doll in that brand, I can still imagine how she feels in my hand, how the clothing feels, how how they look up close. I can get a pretty good idea of the experience of that doll by watching someone else enjoy it on their channel. So that is what I wanted to say about that. All right, the next one I'm going to show that is still in the box that I've never changed is my Be Forever Addie. I bought her for myself last Christmas. I have another Addie, a vintage one from the original Pleasant Company, but I loved the hairstyle and the outfit on this one, so I really wanted to add her to my collection. So let's get her out and have a look. I just love her dress so much. I can't bear to change her. So she's probably going to stay in this outfit always. And her hairstyle too. I don't think I'm ever going to take her hairstyle out. Oh, I just love her so much. She's so beautiful. What a cutie. So she's got her blue ribbons here and this gorgeous hairstyle, which I would never be able to recreate. So I don't want to take it out. And her little earrings and her beautiful dress. Cute little boots. Sorry if you see a cat hair or two on there. If you're wondering where Penny is, I usually lock her out of my room when I'm filming because she just kind of gets all over things and in the boxes and stuff. Sometimes I let her hang out, but she gets frustrated when I'm filming. I waste too much time when I could be cuddling and playing with her. So we'll be doing that after I film this. So how many of you have a large doll collection and you still have quite a few dolls that are unboxed or in the closet or even in storage? So you're not looking at them right now, you can't touch them or feel them, but you know they're there. And when you feel inclined, or if you're doing a clean out or moving dolls around, you can get them out like I did this Christmas. I took some of my Jean dolls out. They were under my bed in their boxes. Yeah, you can see why I wouldn't want to change her. She's just perfect the way she is. You're perfect. I took them out, I made a video and I opened them up again, and it was just like they were new to me again. And that's the feeling that you can have when you don't have the actual doll. You know it's there. You know you could have it if you want. Okay, so we have a few more to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 left. Okay, I can't wait to show you. Okay, who's next? Let's do this one. Here's my Cinderella, another Disney princess. She's back in her box, but we're going to take her out right now. Oh, she is beautiful. I love her. I haven't seen her in a long time. She's been put away. What's that? Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. Look at Cinderella. She's so pretty. I never liked the way her hair looked at the back though. It's a bit weird, but the rest of her hairdo is really cute. I kind of had to fix her bangs a little bit. There we go. Look at her face paint. I love the light pink lips. So pretty, and the velvet little necklace. Actually, I haven't even taken the plastic off her neck that protects her neck from the black transferring onto her. So I've never taken her out of this. I just think she's so gorgeous the way she is. I do have two, I don't want to give that away. Well, you already know. I have 2 Elizabeth dolls. And so the one that I do change is my Lavender Moon doll. She's the mascot of my channel. I change her a lot actually. She plays a lot of characters in my collection, and I let her wear my Cinderella outfits because I've got 2 of the extra outfits. The one that came with the mice, the work dress, and I also have the pink ball gown. So I let my other Elizabeth pose as Cinderella so that this Cinderella can just stay like the fairy godmother made her, beautiful and ready for the ball, and so pretty with her blue earrings. Someone said this to me once a long time ago, and it always stuck with me. Think of all the doll stores as being your personal closet. All the dolls we want are there. We can choose which ones we wish to look at or interact with. We have all the dolls. Our closet is the universe. They are already there. I'm so happy to see her. For now, we're going to put her in the box, but I'm going to display her somewhere in the house. I don't know where yet. Another reason I got the Cinderella doll was because my friend Adam was in a play of Cinderella last Christmas. It was a pantomime. Oh, he was Prince Charming. Yeah, he was Prince Charming. It was so good. It was so fun. So I still have the theater ticket from when I went to see him in the play. So having Cinderella in my collection is a little bit of a good memory of that time when I went to see him in Cinderella in the play. And he has her too. So you may ask, where will the dolls come from? They will come from wherever they are right now, whether it's under your bed or whether it's in another store or in another country or in another time in your life. Okay, I think we have 2 left out of the dolls that I never want to change. No, 3 left. Sorry, 3. I'm forgetting a really important one. So let's do this one since we were just talking about her. This is my Elizabeth doll, my second Elizabeth doll, and she is pristine, like brand new. I have a whole video on when I received her. I bought her from a young lady who had collected her from childhood, and she had the whole Felicity and Elizabeth collection for sale on Facebook Marketplace. And she had this big sale, and because I lived locally, I was able to just zoom over to her house and pick up the items that I wanted, but the doll hadn't been sold yet, and so I wasn't planning on getting her. I was planning on getting some of the other smaller items, but when I saw that she hadn't been sold yet, I couldn't resist. Even though I have Elizabeth already, my Elizabeth has been well played with, and her pin curls aren't in the best shape. I don't know, Elizabeth is one of my favorite characters in American Girl. She's the best friend of Felicity, and I wanted a perfect one. And so here she is, an absolutely perfect Elizabeth doll from whenever she was originally released, I guess the early 90s, I'm guessing. She still has her original hairstyle in, and her beautiful, perfect pin curls, and her full meat dress with her socks and shoes. She is a princess. I barely even want to touch her, you guys. She is just like a work of art to me. She's a display doll. She's either in her box. I actually did cheat. I did have her dressed in the pink Cinderella ball gown for a while, and I just changed her out of it before filming this video because I've been wanting to do that. I've been wanting to put her back in her meat dress because I do love this meat dress, and I do intend to keep her dressed like this from now on because this is what she belongs in. This is how I want her to be. Just perfect, like brand new, like I received her on Christmas morning. I mean, I didn't receive her on Christmas morning, but the other little girl did, and now she's mine, and she kept her just like new. You can, or you may have that doll. It just isn't in your sight or in your hand in this moment. And if you want more of those dolls, where will the money come from? Well, you could answer the same way. The money will come from wherever it is right now. So you may not have it in your wallet or your bank account right now, but the money is out there. You might earn it at a later time. It may be gifted to you. Your money and your objects flow in and out of your life all throughout your life. So just because you don't have a certain doll or the money for a certain doll or anything else in your life right now doesn't mean that it's not yours at some point on this journey of life. And she even comes in this old style box, the American Girls Collection box. So that's pretty cool. Down to the last two, I have two limited edition dolls that I do not want to change. And so the first one is my shimmering silver. I call her Khaleesi. She's the limited edition Christmas doll from 2023. And I was so lucky to get her from Beth from Instagram. And she reached out to me when I was looking for this doll and said that she would be happy to sell hers to me for basically the price that she paid, which is amazing because getting these on eBay now is, as you can imagine, like really, really high priced now. So I was thrilled when she agreed to send this beauty to me, and let's get her out of the box. I have unboxed her, but I do display her like this to keep the dust off, and I don't change her. I did take her crown off. I think it's in the bottom there because I didn't want it to scratch her face. And let's get her out and have a closer look. She is one of my top favorite dolls in my collection. And I love these boxes that they come in. They make it so nice for displaying. Oh, she's such a queen. She's the queen of my collection. All right, here we go. I haven't even taken down her hair. So this is how she originally came. See, she has, look at her. And here's her tiara, her crown. And it's metal, and it's got Swarovski crystals. Let's put it on. Oops. I don't want to mess up her hair. That's kind of why I didn't have it on in the first place, so she doesn't get scratched or messed up, but you have to see the full effect. It's so pretty. So pretty. Look at her. So these are all Swarovski crystals, and on the necklace and on this armband here, even though this is plastic, there's Swarovski crystals, 1, 2 at least. I have been tempted to take her hair down. I still have it in this ponytail. See how it's all kind of gathered here, and she's got these 2 braids, and I've been tempted to take that down, but because I'm trying to keep her original, I just kind of want to keep her perfect. I can still enjoy her and hug her and play with her and then put her back in the box, and she's just like pristine, brand new. Look at her sparkly lips. She's so pretty. That's a Marie Grace mold. She has a couple of little flyaways because I have had her out a few times, but she's as close to perfect as you can get. And her little shoes. Look at her shoes. She even has Swarovski crystals on her sandals. Isn't that neat? Platform sandals. And yeah. So that is my Khaleesi. She reminds me of the character from Game of Thrones, and that's why I named her my Khaleesi. I used to call her that when she was the princess before she became the dragon queen. So I just love her. I'm going to put her back in the box for now, but I do need to find a way to display her better. I'm going to take the crown off so she doesn't get scratched. I watch a lot of manifesting type videos, for example, a few channels or people I follow. Mel Robbins wrote a book called, I don't know if it's called Let Them, but it's very famous. I think it is called Let Them. And it's the idea of when people are behaving a certain way and you want to get involved and sort of stop an argument or change a situation. It's just a waste of energy. Just let them. And you can say that for so many things. I also follow Eckhart Tolle, who wrote the book, The Power of Now. It's all about being in the moment and appreciating the moment that you're in. And then Deepak Chopra is someone else I really love to follow. A book I read of his many years ago was called The 7 Spiritual Laws to Success. And then The Secret The Law of Attraction is a pretty famous book that some people have read and like to follow. The idea of that you can attract anything in your life if you believe that it's already there. Oh, I just found some pictures. It was Beth Baccarella that sent me this doll, and she sent me these wonderful pictures of her family with the package. Isn't that sweet? You probably know her from Instagram, and this is her doll collection. Yeah, she's a lovely lady, a lovely collector, and I keep these pictures in the box with the doll. So that's how they fell out here. I have them kind of tucked in here, so I always remember where she came from. So that is my Khaleesi. She's always going to stay dressed like that. And I have one more doll to show you for the end of this video, and let me get her for you. You can probably already guess who this is if you've been watching my videos for a while, because I only have one other collector doll, and this is my newest one. And here she is. It's Wednesday. This is the one that I won from Kate at All Dolled Up with Kate. Isn't she the cutest thing? So she is brand new in her box. All I've done is open the outer wrapping, but I have not actually officially unboxed her yet. I probably will eventually. Here, I'll at least take the lid off so you can see. Oh, she looks so cute with the sunlight shining on her. I feel like I want to at least take her hairnet off, but I don't know. Let's just take the lid off the box. Have a closer look again. I don't know when I'm going to completely unbox her or unwrap her. Maybe I'll wait until next Halloween when everybody's bringing out their Wednesday dolls again. So here she is. Give you a closer look. She's got her piranhas there and her cute little shoes. Love those shoes. And the little velvet dress. And that necklace. Yeah, she's a cutie. So if you've been watching my channel, you know that I did try and make a couple of Wednesdays over the last couple of years. So 2 years ago, I made my Molly doll dress up as Wednesday for Halloween. And then I made an Enid out of my TLC Caroline doll. She has messed up hair, so I cut it and put chalk in her hair, pink and blue chalk, to make her look like Enid. So I did that 2 years ago. Then last year for Halloween, I made another Wednesday character out of my Josefina, and she actually turned out better because her hair is a darker black and she's the same mold, the Josefina mold. And so I put her braids up, and I bought that dress from Amazon, the little black dress from the dance, and put that on her, and she made a really good Wednesday. And then I made the thing out of clay and made a little thing in the style of this one here. And so that was Wednesday last year. So 2 years in a row I've had a Wednesday character in my collection for Halloween time. And so thanks to Kate at All Dolled Up, I have this real Wednesday now in her full costume with her piranhas, her shoes, her necklace, and her little freckles even, and her bangs, because my other two dolls didn't have the proper type of bangs to be this kind of Wednesday. So I'm pretty excited that next Halloween I'll be able to display this one. So I'm probably going to leave her like this until then, and then I'll detach her from the box, but I think I might leave these in because I don't really care so much about doing anything with the piranhas, but I can still stand her in the box and display her with them. So that's what I'll do eventually, but for now, and I'm probably not going to change her either. And the reason is because I have my Josefina doll that can wear the other costumes that are Wednesday related. Now, if I ever wanted to make her not Wednesday down the road, I guess that's a possibility, and then I wouldn't want her to wear any of this. I'd take down her hair and all of that stuff. I don't think I'd want to do that though. Her braids are still tied to her dress. So I don't know what the future is for Wednesday, whether she's going to stay completely in the box like this or if I'm going to partially remove her. I don't think I'm going to redress her. You never know, years from now I may change my mind, but right now I feel like she's going to stay like this forever in my collection. In this outfit at least. So I wanted to show you some of the dolls that I don't show as often because, as I said, I don't change their clothes, so they don't ever get to be in the changing videos. So that's why I wanted to show these ones today. And also, hopefully I was able to mix in some of the content of my talk about how we can have all the dolls. Some of these ways of thinking are foreign to many of you, and maybe some of you do follow this stuff. It's a little bit new age, airy fairy. That's kind of my personality. So, you know, if you're not into that, I get it. I just thought I'd throw that out there because it's kind of a different way of thinking about having dolls in our collection and not actually owning them ourselves. And so the reason I'm bringing this up is because it's January and I'm doing a no by January. I am looking around my home. I have some beautiful dolls. I'm just sitting here on my couch right now looking at some very beautiful dolls that I have. And as I'm talking to you, I'm also showing you some dolls that are in my collection that I don't even want to change out of their current outfit because I think they're beautiful the way they are. And I just feel so lucky and blessed to have the dolls that I have. One inspiration I had for showing you these dolls that I don't want to change from their outfits is from Blaine's channel, Diz Blaine. Now Diz Blaine has an American Girl doll channel and he's taking a little break right now. So we miss you, Blaine. In honor of you, I wanted to just show the dolls that I think look so beautiful just the way they are, either in their original outfits or in an outfit that I have found and put them in that I love so much that I can't bear to change them. And I'm inspired by you to dress my dolls in more complete, put together, thoughtful outfits. And that may be a goal for me for this year. I tend to be a little bit scrimpy with buying clothes for my dolls. I guess I behave a little bit with my doll wardrobe as I do with my own. I wear a lot of thrifted items. I shop in my own closet. I'm not a big shopper. I don't spend a lot of money on clothes for myself. And so I behave a little that way with my doll collection too. I'm a real doll collector, but I don't collect a lot of clothes. And so it's difficult for me to put together really wonderful coordinated outfits. And I'm going to have to invest a little bit of time and money to do that. So the ones that I have right now, hopefully I've shown them to you today. I'm pre-recording this voiceover, but the ones that I have either came in these outfits and I love them the way they are and I don't really want to change them because they're either a collectible doll or just an outfit that I absolutely love and I can't bear to not see them in this outfit. But Blaine, I just love the way you dress your dolls. I'm inspired by you. I do feel a little bit like I have an enormous American Girl doll collection because I have experienced watching you unbox and show in great detail all of your dolls and your Maple Leaf dolls. And that's kind of my point, is as doll collectors and as a community, we can have all of the dolls. They're all there. We can look at them at your house, we can look at them at my house, we can take them out of the closet, we can put them back in the closet, we can buy them from the store, we can sell them to somebody else. It's like money. They're constantly flowing in and out of our lives. And so, yeah, I'll leave you with that thought. I'd love to hear what you think in the comments. I hope that some of that resonated with you and you could get where I was coming from. I do have some crazy ideas sometimes, so thank you for listening and humoring me. And let me know in the comments what you think about doll collecting and having all the dolls because we have our doll collecting community to share with. Okay, thank you for coming by, everybody. I really appreciate all of you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.